Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and today's video is how I made the scenic base for the Ham and Jam Church for our upcoming game at Selwig 21. The Eccentric Man YouTube channel is kindly sponsored by Lost Art Games Stevenage. Check them out online and in store for all your gaming needs. I received an invitation to take part in the Selwig show in October. I spoke with John at Lost Art Games and we decided the Lancers Club could put on a game. And what we decided on is an Op Sea Lion, the possible invasion of Britain, and we're going to run a bolt action participation game. And I love to get the home guard onto the table, so Captain Mannering and the Wilmington-on-Sea platoon will be taking part. But I thought I needed a really nice graveyard for the Ham and Jam Church to set it all off. And that's what this video is about, how I put the graveyard together. Unfortunately, I've not been able to get very many videos out at all. We've had a new arrival in the family, so I'm a granddad again. So a little baby boy to my middle daughter, so that has taken up an awful lot of my time. Anyway, so in the meantime we've been getting on with this church. So what I've got is some of the Sarissa Scenic Tiles, and I'm putting them onto the bottom of the base of the church, and then for ease of transport putting some of the other smaller ones out front so they can be put aside in transporting it, so it's not such a big footprint because it is a pretty big church. So here I've put the boards on and done a little bit of filling of the gaps. I've built the Sarissa Lich Gate for the church to give it an entrance, and I've used some of the printable scenery that you can use from Sarissa to do the part. Next up was to get some of the Renadra plastic graveyard bits and pieces and paint them up to put onto the church boards. So here you can see I've used the railings from the Renadra railings section and gates, and I've put some of the gravestones onto the terrain tiles. I'm hoping that when the flock is added, that when you put the terrain tiles together, the joins won't look quite as big as they do. So I've done a little bit of extra work on the gravestones, making them look a little bit more realistic, getting some leaning forward, some leaning back. I've done a little bit of work on some of the railings. 1940 in the UK, they were being cut down to be used for the war effort, along with pots and pans that people weren't using. So I've gone for a little bit of that. Got the gravestones down and just putting it together to see what it would look like. And I think it's going to come up quite nice. So next stage on was putting down some gravel. And here's a big view of the church. I've painted the railings now and the stone wall at the bottom, so I was hoping that that's going to be a little bit more helpful when I put down the gravel, and I can do a bit of weathering from that. So here we got the Verger and the Reverend from Warlord games. They're going to be taking part in the game. So here we've got the base down. I've put the fine sand, it's from Jarvis and it's their fine sand desert, and I've painted it over with matte brown paint from B&Q. It's from there. It's just a sample pot that I got, and then I've gone over it with a lighter colour from the same range. Everything I've used on the project has come from Lost Art Games. They stock a lot of gaming material. So I've put down the flock. It's a mix of woodland scenics, fine turf, burnt grass, weeds, and yellow grass, and they come out quite nicely. I've used Alphic resin glue from Jarvis, again from Lost Ark, to stick it down with, and then I've added a few bits of tufts to go around. And here's the church in situ. I think, as you can see, it's come out very nice. This is going to be for our participation demo game at Selwig. And yeah, very pleased with the end result. Next up, I'm working on a garden. And here you can see the Verger and the Reverend outside the finished church. So as I said, games have been few and far between, and both with sort of family stuff and getting ready for the Selwyn show, not been much going on. But I'll do a video of the build of the garden and greenhouse. I'll leave a photo of it at the end of this, so it may motivate people to have a little go at their own. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you'd like to see the next one coming up. Get notifications for when I actually do put up a video. You'll also get to see it. If you're in the UK and you're coming along to Selwyn on the 17th of October, don't forget to stop by our table and say hi. Till the next video, take care.